All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Complexity Casting, bringing you HoN Tour live from replay. With me, your casting host, Beef, and joining me today, Nova of QSQ357. Nova, you doing good? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? If you guys are out on the inside joke, well, tune in live to watch it. You get to hear all the funny parts between. But Nova, we should have an awesome matchup going on here.
This series will be awesome. I can say that much. It will
Yeah?
be really good.
Yeah?
Yes.
What makes you think that it's going to be really good?
No, I have some information about this series, so
Oh.
since it is a replay cast, I will
Okay.
tell
Oh,
you that
damn
much.
it.
It's gonna be really good.
Don't spoil, Nova.
No,
Don't
no, no, no.
spoil. See,
Uh,
I just go into replays based on names. I try not to look at the stats at all.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping it's going to be a good series. I mean, Dendi's Jungldevos versus Absolute Legends. Two very good teams. I mean, AL still ranked number 9 right now. PUDG, I believe they're number 17. So still not doing bad. Both of them, though, getting dropped into the gold division and both meeting here in the lowers bracket, actually.
Yes.
So one of these teams going to be eliminated in this match right now. Already we saw Pikachu be eliminated yesterday by Absolute Legends, in fact, going all the way to a 3-game series. So I'm looking forward to another one today. Nova, you ready to get this replay started?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go on go, all right?
Right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry.
Oh, I missed it.
What?
JK. No, 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 no.
Okay.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay.
All right.
Wow. Killing me,
Yeah.
Nova.
Let's.
That actually happens sometimes.
Yeah, but we need to sync up every 10 minutes because the replays run different on the on different systems.
All right.
Anyways,
I've never done that before.
Huh?
I've never done that before.
All right. Yeah, then
We'll
I can
try
tell you
though.
that you need to sync up every 10 minutes. They're drafting really fast, so let's get into this. Legion has banned Parasite and Keeper of the Forest. I talked before about Legion banning Ophelia and Parasite to have Tempest and Keeper of the Forest available in the lock pool, and thus first picking the Keeper, right? Now you have Ophelia and Tempest. Both are very strong heroes. Some might argue that Ophelia is slightly stronger than Tempest in general in the jungle, having a slightly bigger impact on the game. It is really player preference already, though. However, Ultimate Defenders right-click the Ophelia already, so it is possible that they will lock Ophelia and Tempest in the pool. We'll see if they do that, and then they might get the Ophelia they are certainly looking to go for. However, first lock is Pharaoh, and then followed up by a Rhapsody, alongside with the standard bubbles, and then there's an Electrician Ophelia. Now the reason why you don't— oh, whoa. Okay, that is super fast locks. Hellborn locked so fast that they actually did not lock the Tempest.
They locked so fast that they actually disconnected Mega Beaver. Like, it actually crashed the servers.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tempest not going to be locked. Instead, you get a lot of support heroes. Well, okay, 2 support heroes. For some reason, I saw 4. But yeah, no Tempest lock here. So, going to be allowed to just first pick that in addition to Ophelia if they want to over there for
No.
PUDG. What's up?
No, like, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. I mean, they banned Tempest anyways, but we talked about this before. Ophelia and Tempest in the same lineup is not very strong, and
Yeah,
it has no
that's true.
big synergy overall. However, it doesn't matter. They didn't even want to deal with the potential of having Tempest and Ophelia both against them, so they banned it anyways. On top of that, Jeremiah has been first banned for Ultimate Defend, which is an indication that they never run Jeremiah, almost never at least, or certainly do not want to run it this time, with an Electrician in the pool and 100% going to first pick Ophelia. Like, there is a super marginal chance for them to first pick something else than Ophelia, and that gives Absolute Legends the possibility to take the 2 heroes they definitely want from the lock pool. They can be 95% sure they get the 2 heroes from the lock pool they want to have. Now, there are 3 offlaners in the pool: Bubbles, Pharaoh, and Electrician, and there are 2 supports in the pool, unless you want to run Bubble support. So, unless you want to snitch both supports from the pool, it's a very safe pool overall. And that gives PUDG, on the other hand, the possibility to at least have an offlaner or at least have a support on top of their Ophelia pick. So it's a generally very safe pool with just this Ophelia standing out to me. On top of that, you have a Moon Queen ban now, a hard carry ban. Might look to ban the Draconis now then as well, unless they just, nope, Engineer instead. And Tundra Pebbles ban. Pretty weird drafting so far.
Yeah, it's definitely not your standard drafting coming out of those two teams. And I know that PUDG, I mean, they like to play things their own way. And even AL, they have their own way of playing. I mean, they got Monkey King and other fun heroes that they like to play. But Ophelia, if not picked up, I know Meisty says that he has not gotten to play Ophelia a single time in HoN Tour. And it's his absolute favorite hero to play. So we'll see. There's definitely threats on both sides right here. And in fact, going to be going with the Fade first pick. A Luna going to be countered right there. And that's kind of getting back toward more normal. Fade definitely a very top tier pick. And a Luna as well. Definitely one of the strongest supports in the game.
Yeah, but it's weird again. Simply because you ban the Pebbles. Or the Pebbles is being banned by Legion, but you don't respond with a Fate ban, instead with an NG ban. Okay, NG Magnus is still a very strong combo, for instance. However, Fate is an extremely strong hero on her own. Now, you can look a little bit into a drafter's mind by seeing how fast he picks. With locking the heroes so fast, like the Glacius lock super fast at the end, it already tells, okay, we kind of, whatever you want to lock before that, maybe Ophelia or Tempest or whatever, we're just going to lock Glacius anyways. Now, you're going to first pick your Fate. We insta-pick the Luna because that is the hero we're going to go for. But now, what do we pick afterwards? And now he thinks, and he thinks, and he thinks. So, I don't think that he had a full grasp of what's going on right there at this moment, leaving the opponents the Fate.
And something to point out here, Cookies is normally the drafter for Absolute Legends. He's not here. I know that he has a very, very busy schedule in school right now, talking with Meisty. They're all extremely busy. But leaving without Cookies, they bring in Mookies for the sixth man, and they end up picking not Noodle. That's their seventh man. My brain was just drifting over there. Zephyr is actually going to be picked up now, in addition to the Aluna. Now, what's the status on Demented Shaman available? Does PUDG almost have to pick up the Demented Shaman here just to deny it to Absolute Legends?
No, not necessarily. Like, Demented Shaman Fade lane sucks, and they already have one support, and there are two more supports in the pool. So, like, think about it. If they pick a Demented Shaman on top of the Zephyr, what are they gonna pair with the Aluna? Okay, they can have a Solar Luna, which is semi-good, but then they will be up against the jungler anyways. So it doesn't really make sense to have a Demented Shaman on top of that, and that's why I question the insta Luna pick as well.
Yeah.
You instantly pick a Luna, and then you think 60 seconds about your second pick, and then you pick Zephyr, and then you're like, fuck, we could have picked the Demented Shaman first as well.
Yeah, that's always the possibility. And over here for PUDG, Prophet makes it in. Now, Prophet was played by Meisty in game number 3 of Absolute Legends versus Pikachu yesterday, and didn't have the most incredible of games. But Prophet going to be played once again. Now, what's with this hero? He's been kind of appearing on the scene, kind of as like a support, secondary support. What's this hero's deal?
This hero's deal is that the competitive scene is way bigger than it was back in the days, but it is still relatively small. So I feel Prophet is a very strong hero that still needs to be figured out. I don't know if you have followed HoN back then, but Nymphora was in the pool, right? Mm-hmm. And she was available to be picked, but she wasn't totally left unattended whatsoever. No one picked her, no one banned her. And then she got nerfed, and some people tried her out for whatever reason, and then she got into almost first pick material because people finally started to figure out how her ulti was to be abused. And I think the same thing is with Prophet. His ultimate is so good if you place it correctly and if you use the spells correctly, but it will take a lot of time until someone of the top 10 teams starts to pick him all the time, play him all the time, and other people have to start figuring out the hero.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just like you said, you even get a nerf, and all of a sudden, just make it work. it's like, oh, wait, hold on a second, that hero got worse, but all of a sudden, it looks really tantalizing, though. And something as simple as an avatar coming out. Wretched Hag is actually an example of that. When that Hocus Pocus avatar came out for Wretched Hag, people started picking her up a lot. In the next 2 months, she has skyrocketed onto the scene. First pick, ban-worthy material now on that hero for a lot of teams. Maybe because people kind of just realized, okay, Wretched Hag's really good. Maybe because people started playing her again because of her new avatar. It's weird how those things work. So, going to be looking at the teams now. They did, in fact, finish out with first pick Ophelia from Palace over there on PUDG, countered by Bubbles Glacius. So, in fact, they do end up running with that second support and finish it out with the last pick here. It was indeed Pharaoh, so it looks like that's what they're going to complete the team with. PUDG running the Ophelia, Silhouette, Prophet, Fade, and Pharaoh. What do you think of this team?
Prophet and Fade is decent, but I think there are better heroes to pair up with the Prophet. It's still a very strong lane. It's overall an extremely standard lineup. You have a Pharaoh, the and the carry that syncs up very well with the mummy walls, being the Silhouette. You have a jungler and you have a dual lane middle, and I think that's exactly how they're not gonna lane. Okay, Pharaoh's going to go middle. Silhouette obviously going solo short against the bubble. Silhouette is supposed to win this lane extremely hard. And then on top lane, you have an Ophelia Fade Prophet going up against an Aluna, Glacius, Zephyr tri-lane. Okay. And that is interesting because you have the Ice Imprisonment against the Ophelia creep, and that could be causing doom here for the Legion side. But we'll see. Like if Zephyr gets laning against him is all about the first two levels. If he gets a good start at the first two levels, the lane is lost. You need a very effective gang on him to kill him afterwards. And get the lane control back.
Well, we'll see how effective the first two levels are going to be here. And, well, with two supports to balance them out, could definitely be pretty strong. And this comes back once again. They're running this tri-lane. And think about how a Demented Shaman would work into this instead of the Aluna. Like you mentioned, picking that Aluna just a little bit faster. I mean, sure, maybe you can give up the Aluna to the other team, which they would have the Aluna instead of the Prophet. But, I mean, do you think that Demented Shaman might have been a better pickup here than the Aluna in this lane situation?
No. In a tri-lane, Aluna... no, you're not wrong, but Aluna Glacius are the two best supports in a tri-lane scenario.
Okay.
They just wreck phase. It's extremely good. In a dual lane, Demented Shaman is better than Glacius or Aluna together with the Zephyr. But in a tri-lane, those two are better. Anyways, let's sync up quickly while Aluna's being went on you actually by the Prophet and the Ophelia, and they should easily get a Bloodlust here, and that's it. Miesti going down immediately. Glacius not being in position here to apply that. Oh, she skills Thunder Blast first.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. And so yeah, Miesti does go down, and you're about 2 seconds ahead of me.
Okay, I'm at 109, 10.
Yep.
11.
Yep. Good.
Okay, yeah, I paused a bit. Anyways, so middle Pharaoh against Morexis, that should be fairly even lane. The Rexes are pretty good in terms of getting lane control. Oh, there could be Gust here on the Fade, and there will actually be Gust on Fade. Fade taking so much damage and very nice stun from her. And they're turning this around with Ophelia, however.
Oh yeah, they are. The pin comes in for the Skeleton King, and the auto attacks might be able to finish off Zephyr. One more round. No, not going to be going down. One more auto attack. His shield saving him so much. And here comes the bird, taking out the bird. Bird on bird action right there, but Prophet comes out ahead. Can actually man up with the persecution onto the Aluna. And there's the pin coming into Skeleton once again. And Miesti goes down. 3 kill lead already now for PUDG.
Yeah. Now they need to care a bit. They need to rack up everything. It's extremely important that they get full health at least again. She needs a new creep, Ophelia, that is, she will find a Minotaur again, so this is really good. But Glacius level 2 now, she has the Ice Imprisonment, but this is a very early 3-0 lead and already 1000 goal lead, 2 minutes in. Extremely well played by Mega Beaver's team here, PUDG.
Yeah, I love how everyone just calls it Mega Beaver's team.
I dislike it because I dislike it when people call my team Nova's team, but it just happens, it just pops up in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, well, when there's one very recognizable face on a team, I mean, you say TJ, Ultimate Defend, Palace, Petob, and I think most viewers aren't really going to know, you know, what team those guys belong to unless they follow the scene really, really closely. But Mega Beaver, it's like, boom, that's Dendi's Jungldevos right there. And Nova, bam, Q Squad 357. So anyway, enough about that, but already a great start there. And as you mentioned, first couple of levels very, very important to Zephyr, and giving up 3 kills in the first 2 minutes of the game, and then losing some lane control, actually. Gonna set him back, but a pull here from Aluna might help them get a little bit of lane control back, but wasn't able to eliminate the creep wave, so a single pull actually going to push the wave even farther, as now the persecution going to come in right here, and Aluna takes the burning shadows as well. The call is there, going to be able to get away with the health potion as well, and health potion going to get canceled. Zephyr comes on in though, and where's the gust? There's the gust right into the power throw, should deal additional damage, but down goes Fade, turns around with the burning shadows, not going to be enough.
Legion gave up their entire advantage now. They stayed back for, I think, an entire level of Zephyr at the tower because Ophelia's ganked middle. And even if she would have killed the Morexes, which she did not, it would have done terrible things to the top lane, and it did terrible things to the top lane. Glacius is level 2, Aluna's level 2, these are the 2 levels they need. Glacius is even level 3 now, and Zephyr's level 4 to level 3 Fade. So level 3 Fade, level 3 Prophet against level 4, 2, and 3. And yeah, the top lane is lost now. It's gonna push into the tower, they're gonna get a lot of experience here, but if Ophelia doesn't come back at them, it's gonna be a lost top lane. And that means that Silhouette has to crush the bubble so hard that she actually makes up for top lane losing.
So now at this point, does Ophelia look to just hard rice farm? Or did she try to go back up there at all? Or did she just completely abandon it, say, screw that, I'm out of here. Just try to farm as best as possible, maybe set up a gank on bottom, maybe on mid.
It's too late now, she can't come back on the top lane anymore. And the Pharaoh is actually being here by pursued by a double damage Morexes, and Mummy was, okay, he's gonna get some damage from the tower, but he finishes the job on the Morexes, on the Pharaoh, sorry.
Yeah, and we'll back up, just hits that bottle and gonna go work on an illusion rune here in the bottom lane. Bubbles, level 5 right now. Against this Silhouette, and top lane Prophet actually taking a lot of damage, but Glacius is the one that needs to be in trouble. Now Fade in trouble though, he's going to be taking a lot of damage here. A few more auto attacks, no, he is going to be okay for now. It looked like that 10 charge mana battery. Oh, nice snipe there with the power throw, but coming up on the other side, there's a Tormented Soul, not going to connect with anybody that's going to die at least, but King Plato on Zephyr, very low, lots of action in that top lane.
The good thing about Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane, if it was still a Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane, is that the Pharaoh could max his rocket as he's doing and just spam it up there, and that is so huge. Back in the days when we were running Tri-Lanes all the time, Pharaoh was not only picked so often because he gets level 6 and can just jump in there into under-level supports, but he can also spam his rocket up there all the time. But you still have a 2v3 situation now. But I don't understand why Glacius is not... okay, they're stacking. Okay, Glacius is going back to base anyway, so she is stacking and Luna is stacking as well, just using that time. It's fine though, because Prophet died, so it's a fate against Zephyr, and Zephyr will win that. I think that Absolute Legends is absolutely capitalizing on the lack of... what do you want to call it? Legion side should have just continued having the Ophelia there.
Yeah, I would say almost lane presence of that Ophelia. The fear that having an Ophelia in that top jungle really instills upon them. They can't push out. They can't have the supports in proper position because they're afraid of getting locked down by Minotaurs and Skeleton Kings. But as soon as that Ophelia is on the other side of the map, well, you don't have to be afraid about that anymore. And since she's gotten there, she just barely hit level 4 right now.
Yep.
Ooh, Bubbles almost getting a kill here on Silhouette. The Shell Surf just barely missing there on TJ.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because Silhouette is supposed to crush him, as I said. And she is doing that somewhat in terms of CS. She's 31 and 5 to 18 and 5. So, doing a good job there, but getting almost killed, that is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, it was really, really close. Just the Shell Surf and one auto attack would have finished off Silhouette. But Bubbles might have died to a Death Lotus. But in the middle lane, what's going on over here? Axe is coming out. Not much else. So, according to Golden Experience, this game is very even. Hero kill scores as well. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this game at this point. Ophelia is just not really doing a whole lot just yet. And Ophelia that falls behind early definitely does not have the recovery potential of someone like a Tempest or a Keeper of the Forest.
Yep, that is true. On top of that, Ophelia can't gank bottom and can't gank middle against Morex's ulti. Pharaoh needs to move. He needs to gank top anytime soon. And here's the thing. We talked about Prophet at the drafting stage. He's an absolutely level-dependent hero. He's even more level dependent than, say, an engineer who gets so much more powerful with leveling up his spells. But Prophet is even more level dependent, especially if he goes that skill route. He's getting levels in all spells, which is fine. Like, it's not a mistake, but with that skill build, he needs levels desperately. And Fate is level 5 now, and Zephyr is level 6. So even if the Pharaoh ganks now, Mystic Vestments on top of the Zephyr, it's going to be extremely hard to take him down. And an Ophelia ultimate, and she isn't even level 6. Oh, actually gusting.
Oh, Gust, yeah, there's the Typhoon. Emerald Lightning coming out. There's the power throw as well, and down he'll go. Is in the middle lane, activating the Matrax right now onto Pharaoh. Nice wall of mummies, though. The illusion's actually going to still keep him trapped, though. And he's going to S2 his way up to this wall right here. S2 it. There it is. Oh, I love this game.
And Prophet, just dying the same way Fate died, just without the Zephyr ulti, because they didn't need it for him. And suddenly the game shifts heavily in the favor of Pelborn's side, because they only have Silhouette right now. They're gonna push the bottom tower now, because they need the Tower Gold, especially for the Fate and the Prophet and Pharaoh.
Yeah, AL is definitely looking good right now. And well, they needed this early game though. When you're running against a jungler, you need to be able to win your lanes, and they've definitely won mid and top lane. Is they're even going to go in for another kill right here? Gus not going to come out. In fact, just going to take that tower. But now, what the hell is Faye doing that far up? Well, I guess she's able to mana burn enough right there that she was safe from the Zephyr, as tower is traded in the long lane, as we often see.
We should sync up again. I'm at 937, 38,
yep.
39. Alright, good.
You're so
okay,
good about that, Nova.
So we're looking at a Morexis, looking towards that portal key. He's very beefy himself, it's going to be hard to take him down. We're looking at the Bubbles, who's level 8, so he has the potential to join another lane at any point in time if he wants to do so. We have two rather healthy supports, both of them have boots already, both of them are level 4, 10 minutes into the game, which is definitely decent for a tri-lane. And we have Zephyr, who just finished his Vanguard and has Mystic Vestments. So, Absolute Legends looking very strong right now. And on the other side you have Silhouette, who is looking obviously good, level 8, has a Sustainer now, and Boots. Oh, he's actually gonna steal the haste here.
That's a dead Ophelia.
Yeah.
And might be a dead Silhouette too if Miraxis actually... Whoa! There's the Wrath of Pharaoh coming in, but the Song of the Sea is going to come in as well as the Kelp Field right there. Miraxis trying to close the distance and kill this Silhouette, and will! And might be able to get Pharaoh as... Or excuse me, yeah, might be able to get Pharaoh as well. Gonna walk off and chug the bottle, and now the axe is gonna start coming in here. There's the Shell Surf, gonna try to get the power throw, and more axes, one more. There it is, hat trick for Mookies. Why is he riding the bench sometimes? He is such an explosive player.
Oh god, they got so outplayed there. Legion side, that is. Like,
yeah.
Super outplayed in that sequence there. They played very well in the early game, for instance, but this sequence was horrible. Pharaoh opened up his own mummy walls. He opened up the mummy walls. He had the Rexes caught in there, and what's the best thing against the haste? Obviously, is mummy walls, but he had him caught in there, and he opened up the mummy walls, and then Rex is like, "Oh, thank you! You made myself a portal here. I can walk out and kill the Silhouette. Thank you so much. Gonna buy you something later on, a beer or something."
There you go. That's what you got to do. You get to land and you just say, "All right, guys, I need you to throw this game. I'll buy you a beer later." Does that work? Nova, is that how you guys won all your championships?
Thank you.
Oh man, I always thought Fly was the tactical genius, but it's Nova securing those wins.
Yeah, that's why I need money for a new computer right now. I'm all out of money because I bought so much beer for our opponents in the past.
Bottom lane, Reflection Opener, Burning Shadows, the call, and the auto attacks to finish off GG Slayer. So Bubbles takes the fall right there, and that certainly helps out Dendi's Jungldevos a bit, but still down quite a lot now. 3,200 gold, 4,300 experience at 12 minutes in.
One thing I would like to note is that Bubbles hasn't moved from his lane once, I believe. He had the sequence at the bottom lane, but they were still close to his home lane. And he hasn't moved from the bottom lane. He is level 9, and he hasn't done anything with the spells. Zephyr coming in now.
And nice gust right there. Tree Grapple not going to connect. Ophelia in some trouble. Activates the ultimate right there, but the Typhoon going to be able to bring her down perhaps. And yes, she will go down. Invigorate just not helping enough. And well, looks like that's going to be the end of that engagement. As well, Miraxis says, no, we're not done here just yet. I am invis. I am looking to kill some people.
Still doing some stacking. He is not finding anyone though, because everyone of the Legion side has X-ray activated. So they know that there's some Rexes coming. Or maybe Prophet doesn't know. Or does he know? He's moving so strange.
I don't know. Oh, this is about to be a really nasty Quake. There's the Quake. The Axe going to come out as well. Matrax activated in the Gust to finish him off. Just bursted down right there. Prophet actually going to TP on out in a good juke. Safe TP. Tower should still go down in favor of the Hellborn team, but at least not giving up a kill there on Mega Beaver.
I would like to say something to the viewers, like for those of you who are in HoN Tour yourself. The situation we had on the bottom lane, you just killed Bubbles with your Fade, and you're somewhat behind in the game. Now, you have the pushing power with Ophelia. Oh, first seeing what happens middle.
Yeah, the Kelpfield going to be coming out right there. Broken immediately. Axe going to be coming in. Nice use of the Wall of Mummies. This will turn the Hellborn team around. They're actually going to try to come in right here. They are. Burning Shadow is going to be used. Hitting Meraxes. This is a really tanky target, though. There's the Wrath of Pharaoh going to be coming in. Hit some creeps, actually. And Petov still diving deep. Nice Wall of Mummies, though, and the Hellfire going to be able to bring down Meraxes. They also do start working on the Silhouette on the other side, though. And, well, Pharaoh will go down right here. Glacius takes the fall as well. Currently a 2-for-1 trade in favor of PUDG. And looks like that's going to be it. So a great chase. Somehow they were able to bring down that Meraxes with just sheer will and determination. Oh, snipe. Not going to hit anybody.
The Mega Beaver train, as we like to call it.
Yeah.
But anyways, so you just killed the Bubbles on the bottom lane, and now you need to ask yourself and the team, okay, do we have the actual damage to go for the tower in case they want to defend? Because they're not going to get away against the Bubbles with the Kelp field, and you're not going to get away against Gust. And that's what happened on the bottom lane. They did not have the spells and did not have the damage to pursue. They couldn't get the tower or even get damage in on it, and as soon as the Hellborn team decides to defend, they get killed. So that is something you need to keep in mind all the time. If we group up, do we actually have the spells, the mana, the damage to pursue?
Yeah, and they didn't necessarily have it right there. So, well, now just going to be sitting back and farming. Zephyr actually going to take out a Dragon Master here, though it looked like it went to... Yes, it most certainly did go to Creams on Glacius. So, Nova, 15 minutes in, if you used your Ice Imprisonment on a Dragon Master and got the last hit, how excited would you be?
Oh, I would probably call a pose vault and go take a walk to cool myself down.
Wait, what was that word?
Huh?
Call a what?
Pause vote.
A pause. Okay. Pause vote. Okay. I got you now. I just misheard there. I was like, was that some kind of crazy German word that I'm not understanding here? But no.
Yeah.
Pause vote. I'm just deaf.
The beat into the sour apple saying.
What?
In German. In German you say you not beat. You bite into the sour apple. You can't really translate that though into English.
No. I understand. We have bitter apple over here.
Oh, bitter apple. Okay.
And yeah, like you don't say the exact same thing, but yeah, like if you get a taste of your bitter apple, like yeah, you're not happy with that. If you do that, you don't do that again. I don't know, something like that. There's just all kinds of sayings that don't always translate super well. But state of this game, still 6,000 golden experience in advantage of Absolute Legends. And what does Mega Beaver's team, Dendi's Jungldevos, PUDG, what do they need to do to get themselves back into this?
I don't know. Use some DDoS attacks on the Hellborn side. The problem right now, DDoS. Yeah. The problem right now is that Zephyr has this 560 GPM. Okay, shit happens. That is something that almost always happens when you have a Zephyr in the game, and it's not that horrible if the Silhouette is 400 GPM as well. But Silhouette is sitting at 270 GPM. She actually has less last hits than the Pharaoh for some reason. I don't know. Maybe Ophelia took too many creeps when they were pushing or something, but. I don't know. They have two towers.
Prophet. Axe is going to connect. There's the Thunder Blast as well. So I'm going to try to actually run the clothesline here. Will be able to get the stun off, but there's the Matrax and not even needing the detonation. Oh man, poor Prophet.
Yeah, and then Prophet is 1, 3, and 4. He has no impact on the game right now because he has no levels. He's level 6, 17 minutes into the game, and it's not his fault. It's just that the laning, when they broke up the top lane, that worked really well for them. If you remember the 3-1 they had at start, with the 1,000 gold lead 2 minutes in, they broke up that lane because they were so afraid of the Ice Imprisonment of Glacius against the Ophelia creeps. But that is a spell you also use on an Ophelia creep. That is a spell the Glacius doesn't have then in against heroes. So they should have committed. And now Prophet is sitting on level 6. He has done 7% hero damage overall. And Prophet is one of those heroes, he deals so much damage overall with his spells. He could easily be sitting at 14% right now if he got those levels in. Yeah. But actually Meraxis is the one dealing the most damage overall. He's sitting at 19%, and that is extremely good. Like, as you said, Mookie's been an explosive player. He's been all... No, yeah, he hasn't even been all over the map. He just did exactly what he needed to do overall.
Yeah, he's exactly where he needs to be. And whether that's ganking or whether that's farming, he's doing a very good job of being in those places. And I'm sorry. Oh, man. When I asked you what they need to get back into the game and you said DDoS, that was actually... It reminded me of the college football championships. The BCS National Bowl happened 2 weeks ago here in the States. And the Alabama Crimson Tide coach at halftime, they're getting absolutely crushed. They interview him and say, what can you do to get back into this game? Like, how are you going to win? He says, well, we're going to hope they don't come back out after halftime.
Well, that works.
Oh, sometimes you just got to hope that maybe the other team just doesn't show up.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we won against... whom did we terribly badmanner? There was some team that was flaming us on the forums. After we were scheduled for like 7 teams, we didn't reschedule for them, and they were so mad about it. I don't even remember which team it was.
Druids.
No, not Druids.
No?
Not Druids. Oh, Pika, yeah, with TPS Priceless and Semi-June.
Oh, okay. I don't remember hearing about that one. I just remember hearing Pew crying about something on the forums, but what else is new? Shout out to Pew.
Yeah. Actually, I've seen something well-mannered from Pew. We had a series... Oh yeah, last cycle, we played against them. And I think we 2-0'd them. And afterwards, he was saying something like, good luck, have fun in the rest of the tournament, I hope you make the finals or something. And that's coming from Pew. And Pew and I, we pretty much don't like each other. Like, we had a lot of arguments in the past, so... I don't know, he can be very well-mannered as well.
Oh yeah,
and that is something harsh to say, no?
Yeah,
you just got O2'd, sorry.
We've known each other for a really long time, since actually Team It's Gosu, like before they were even picked up by It's Gosu, like he just randomly stumbled upon my stream like a year and a half ago, and like we became friends, and we've known each other for a long time. So I say that with love, you know, Pew and I. We just joke around like that. I think I even helped him get unbanned from Twitch. Like, I had to send an email for him or something because he was banned and they weren't accepting his emails. I don't know. That sounds like something Pew would get himself into.
You just made yourself a shit ton of fans by saying that you're friends with Pew.
Yeah, I am. I made myself a ton of fans indeed. But what are you going to do? I try to be friends with everybody. Everybody that wants to be my friend, I'll be their friend. Well, middle lane, looks like we could have a push coming out here. And, well, what is the Legion team going to look to do? Of course, Silhouette doesn't have a whole lot of farm. Pharaoh, really the only player on the team with some ability to just get in there and fight. And will they actually be coming in on this? There's the haste rune activated. The Quake going to be coming out. Push Stick Knock actually going to get him out of there. There's the Matrax detonation, and down goes Prophet. And Legion team losing their level 6 support. Pretty demoralizing.
Yeah. And they lost the tower, and they're 10,000 gold behind and 8,000 experience. And Hellbonsai can do whatever they want now. They can take the bottom tower, they can take Conquer, they can take the jungle and just contain the Legion side like you would contain in StarCraft 2. Just sit in front of their base and be like, yo, we're down here, you're up there, you're not gonna move out anyways. Because, like, what can they do? They can't go on the Zephyr, not even with a Blade Mail. Sorry?
I have no clue what they can do.
Yeah. And they even stack the Legion jungle for the Zephyr. Well, that triple stack is one of the most tasty triple stacks ever for Zephyr.
Oh, I know.
So many vagabonds and and ogres and vagabonds.
I think in those 3 stacks, like, or in those, like, what, 7 camps right there, there had to have been 20 vagabonds.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
And then Aluna steals them. I'm thinking about a kick vote coming up any second here.
Yeah, top lane, GG Slayer trying to escape. Will actually be able to get out of there.
Kick investments.
Kick vote on, run the vote on Meisty.
Yeah. She stole Zephyr's 700 GPM there.
It's true. But he is at 600 GPM. That's kind of ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. He is. Yeah, they can do Conquer now and finish the game if they would like to. They can also let PUDG suffer if they want to, and I think that's what they're going to do, because Bubbles is heading towards the something lane, farming in the jungle, and Morex is just sitting in the middle, and Zephyr is farming in the Legion jungle. There's nothing they should be afraid of. I don't even think they are afraid of anything. I think they're just playing and toying with
safe.
Legion.
It's an elimination match. I mean, being in HoN Tour Gold right now, these teams both want to make it back up into the top 4 of Gold. And in fact, I think not even this match. I think they have to win tomorrow's match to qualify back into Diamond. I'm actually going to check that right now.
You know what? There have not been enough forfeit losses this cycle, so you might actually get promoted to Diamond.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
What? Oh man, but no, this game actually, okay, yeah, this series does promote you to Diamond.
Okay, so it's important. Initiation.
Very important. There's the Wrath of the Pharaoh going to be coming out. A nice kelp field going to try to hold them off. The Typhoon going to be going out here momentarily. Wall of Mummies going to be going up, and down goes Fate and Ophelia. The Matrix detonation just doing so much. Zephyr actually taking a lot of damage here. He's going to try to run away through his own Typhoon and will be able to escape as Meraxis is still trying to chase down the Prophet. Purple Prophet gets taken out by the Shell Surf. And Wall of Mummies going to be used once again to try to bring down Creams, with Pharaoh trapping himself in there. Actually, Zephyr going to man up onto Silhouette, and Silhouette does go down. Pharaoh, the only player left here, and Ophelia buying back, going to try to make her way back over here. What is going on? And, well, Petov actually just going to man up here with the Barbed Armor activated and going to try to go on to the bubbles. But GG Slayer saying, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, is going back in. Okay, I lied. Kills him with the Shell Surf Song of the Sea at the end there as Pharaoh mans down. Fortune favors the bold, Pharaoh. That was a bad man down.
I don't know. Silhouette died. Silhouette didn't kill anyone. She's sitting at 1-3-3 right now. Char is a good player, no doubt about that. But there's nothing you can do in this game. And the item choice from Pharaoh is really smart, going Blade Mail first, even though he doesn't have any survivability item. He's still a Pharaoh, strength hero with 1300 HP and 10 armor. So the item choice is good, but unless Absolute Legends absolutely fails, like Legends, they're gonna not lose this game whatsoever.
Yeah, it's looking unlikely. Yeah.
But we'll see. I promise the series will be awesome.
You did promise the series will be awesome, and well, this game kind of stompy so far, but of course the rest of the series, and maybe even looking at a game 3. But yeah, like I said, I just checked right now. This is a Diamond qualification match. The winner of this will qualify to Diamond. The loser gonna go home and have to try again in the next cycle. Already in the winners bracket. Let me check that real quick. DMSN, Another Dimension, and We Are Spies have both qualified for Diamond.
DMSN is Sender at the moment, I believe.
Yes, Sender is ringing for them, along with, ringing for him, but that's where he's found home. And along with, Mirage Hunter, and who else is on those teams? SmackDonald?
Yes, McDonald, definitely. And Caspe, I think, is there as well.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a consistent player, I like him.
Yeah.
But the competition is really stiff right now, or is stiff even the right word? It's really tough to get into the Diamond division, actually. Like, you have those top 5 or something, which you would never expect to drop down to gold, but behind these top 5 or top 6, everything can happen. Literally, everyone can get promoted, demoted, not set the alert and sleep over and not show up for the match and get demoted and
Shout out to the domain of sleep.
I didn't say that, you said that.
Hey.
You said that.
Hey,
Trading towers now.
Hey, that's what EMP calls themselves, so. Oh man, but yeah, there's some very, very. Well, I think stiff was the perfect word right there. The stiff competition for sure. Everyone is just getting so good, and the scene is so tight right now. I mean, you got your top 2, top 3 teams that are just kind of way up there consistently. But top 5, top 6, well, never mind. Rastafari going to be coming out right here. Wall Mummy's going to be going up. Kelfield in the background. And Prophet going to take a lot of damage right there. He goes down to the Song of the Sea. Matrax going to be activated and detonated right there as it takes out Ophelia. And Faith going to be in some trouble as well. She gets the Burning Shadows off for now. Glacial Downpour from Cream's actually doing a ton of damage to Silhouette. And she's going to be going down. And now Zephyr was able to take out everybody but Fade. GG well played. It's come out though. And Absolute Legends takes game number 1 in 28 minutes.
Alright, and now on to the second game. I can already tell you, whatever the outcome of the game is, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are you going to be able to stick around and cast the second game, Nova?
Oh, actually, yeah, I will.
Wow. You made my heart stop for a second there, and then you started it right back up again, Nova. You're awesome. You should be a doctor, like with skills like that.
Oh yeah, I frequently let people's hearts stop. That's pretty good for a doctor.
Well, as long as you can bring it back, like it's not really that big of a deal, right?
All right. I don't want to be doctored by you ever.
Wow. Wow. Bad-mannered. Come on.
As usual. As I said, I'm the most bad-mannered player in HoN.
Alright, guys. Well, Absolute Legends just dominating that game through and through with their no jungle strategy and just getting big on Zephyr. We'll see if they can do it again in game number 2. Absolute Legends and Dendi's Jungldevos best of 3 here in HoN Tour Gold lower bracket round 6. Beef and Nova. We'll be right back with the next game. Nova, any shoutouts before we take a quick break and get the next game set up?
No. Just stay tuned for the second game. It's going to be
awesome.
Wait for it.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey, I screwed it up,
You blew
Nova.
it. Yeah,
I'm
as
sorry.
usual. Doesn't matter. Go for next.
All right, go next. Guys, thanks to Complexity Gaming and all the sponsors for helping us out here at coLcast. And without their support, we wouldn't be here. So make sure to support them when you can. Sound Blaster, Origin, QPad, PNY, Twitch, and G8 brand. We'll be right back with game number 2. Don't go anywhere.